Chosen one, a new you begins. Friday, get ready for miracles. This isn't just a date on the calendar. It's a divine turning point. A holy line is being drawn in the sand. Everything before now was preparation, shedding, unraveling. But everything after this Friday, it's manifestation. It's restoration. It's a becoming. You are not stepping into another phase of your old self. You are becoming someone brand new. The old energy, the tired cycles, the confusion and resistance, they are falling off of you like dead weight. This is the moment the future has been waiting for. The version of you that's been forming in the secret place is about to be revealed. And when the world sees it, when the light bursts through, they'll have no choice but to recognize the hand of something divine over your life. Chosen one, watch this video until the end. This is the Friday where heaven meets the ground you walk on. This is the Friday where everything you've whispered in pain, every desire you held close but didn't dare speak aloud, starts to take form in reality. You didn't imagine those things by accident. The hunger in your soul was not a mistake. You've been carrying wishes like stars in your chest. And now it's time to release them. Right now, write your warmest wishes in the comments below and type 99 to align yourself with the divine flow. Speak what you seek. Don't hold back. This is the chapter of wishes coming true and energizing the universe with your belief. Now, chosen one, like this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. This isn't some ordinary week. This is a sacred launch. The curtain is being pulled back. You're about to see why you had to endure so much, wait so long, cry so hard. The delay was divine. The denial was protection. The closed doors weren't rejection. They were redirection. And now, here you are standing on the edge of a Friday that has been reserved for your transformation. Don't underestimate how powerful you've become. You didn't crumble under pressure. You didn't break under betrayal. You didn't drown in the waves of discouragement. You rose quietly, secretly, spiritually. And now the world will see what resilience, faith, and divine timing creates. Your energy is shifting. Your atmosphere is changing. Even the elements are responding to your presence differently. People who used to overlook you will suddenly be drawn to you. Opportunities that passed you by will boomerang back with more favor. Doors that seemed welded shut will swing open effortlessly. It's not magic. It's alignment. It's your time now. Chosen one. You're not simply personal glory. No, this shift is bigger than you. This new you has work to do, a mission to carry, a light to shine. You are being elevated not just for reward, but for responsibility. You are becoming a voice for those who've lost theirs, a vision for those who've lost hope, a reminder to others that miracles still happen and chosen ones still rise. You won't need to chase clout. You won't need to prove anything. Just be. Just move. Just walk in the authority that's already been given to you. Let your presence say what words can't. Let your peace preach louder than your opinions. Let your growth be the loudest response to those who doubted you. This Friday, a reset begins. A life reset. A soul reset. Everything is being made new. Your mind is shifting. Your energy is recalibrating. Your frequency is rising. You are no longer reacting from pain. You're responding from power. You are no longer identifying with your wounds. You are witnessing your healing. What once made you flinch will now fuel you. What once held you back will now open doors for you. And don't be surprised if you start to feel emotional in the days leading up to this shift. Your body and spirit know something is coming before your mind fully catches up. Tears may come out of nowhere. You might feel surges of joy, clarity, even fatigue. That's normal. You're shedding the old. And shedding always comes before stepping. Let it go. Let the old version of you melt off. You don't need it where you're going. Chosen one. What you're stepping into isn't random. It's reward. It's prophecy unfolding. It's divine alignment hitting the earth in real time. Your sacrifices were seen. Your prayers were heard. Your patience is about to be honored. You've waited long enough. And now the universe says, rise, and rise you will. You were never meant to stay buried in that old story. The weight you carried, it wasn't yours to hold forever. It was only meant to build your wings. And now those wings are forming quietly, silently, but surely. The new you doesn't wait for permission to fly anymore. The new you doesn't ask if it's okay to rise. The new you understands that when the moment is appointed by the divine, you move. Friday is not just a restart, it's a resurrection. Everything you thought was lost is being revived, not in the same form, but in a form that finally fits your soul. This isn't about repeating the past, it's about reinventing the future. The new you has insight where there used to be insecurity. You now have wisdom where there used to be wounds, and you don't have to shout it. Your presence will declare it. Your peace will prove it. The old version of you would have tried to explain. The new you doesn't have to. Miracles will speak for you. You're walking into a chapter that won't require constant striving. The striving season is over. The proving season is done. This new you walks with assurance. Not because everything is perfect, but because now you know who walks with you. You're not empty-handed. You've been spiritually equipped. Every sleepless night prepared you. Every moment you were overlooked protected you. Every delay developed you. And now, with Friday approaching, you are being called forward, pulled by the light of who you've become. No more shrinking to fit into places you've outgrown. No more apologizing for evolving. The people, the patterns, the identities that try to drag you back into who you used to be, they won't be able to find a grip anymore. The chains they used to grab onto gone. The fear they used to stir up in you broken. The shame they used to trigger dissolved. You're not returning to the scene of your pain. You're rising from it. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are refined by it. Chosen one. Listen closely. This is not a comeback. It's a divine becoming. And that's why it's so potent. It's why the timing is so precise. You didn't miss your moment. You're arriving at it. The miracles coming your way are not random rewards. They are the natural harvest of a spiritual process. You sweared in private. You cried in silence. You held on when everyone expected you to fall. And now the universe, the creator, the divine flow, it remembers. It's paying attention. That's why everything is suddenly being orchestrated in your favor. Because miracles don't move by logic. They move by alignment. And you, chosen one, are finally aligned. This Friday, don't expect normal. Expect supernatural flow. Expect divine interruptions. Expect inner clarity. Expect sudden shifts. You may wake up that morning feeling different, feeling lighter, like something just lifted. It will, because the old you is exiting and the new you is stepping into position. And what is this new you made of? Strength. The kind that doesn't roar, it radiates peace. The kind that confuses the enemy because you're calm in chaos. Conviction. The kind that doesn't chase anything that isn't aligned with purpose. The new you is spiritually wealthy before anything physical shows up. You are rooted, focused, filled with fire and calm at the same time. The way you walk will change. The way you respond will evolve. The way you carry your name, your vision, your dreams, it will all rise to the occasion. This transformation isn't cosmetic. It's cosmic. It is soul deep, and spirit-driven. You're not stepping into a new role. You're stepping into your rightful position. This has always been yours. But the old version of you didn't have the vision. The old version of you didn't yet carry the authority. But now you do. And so the door opens. Chosen one. Watch how people around you shift. Watch how conversations change. Watch how your presence begins to demand honor without saying a word. That's not arrogance. That's alignment. You're not performing for approval anymore. You're showing up in truth. You're no longer chasing. It's your time to receive. And don't be surprised when the miracles begin to find you through unexpected channels. The money you didn't ask for, the opportunity you didn't apply for, the message you needed to hear arriving at the perfect time. That's not coincidence. That's the power of alignment in motion. That's divine orchestration in full effect. This new you will no longer be ruled by the fear of what could go wrong. This new you is led by the fire of what could go right. You no longer lead with doubt. You lead with discernment. You no longer wait for others to see your light. You shine because you know who placed it in you. This Friday is not just the beginning of a new version of you. It is the activation of a divine chain of events that could only begin once you were ready and chosen one. You are ready now. The signs have aligned, the winds have shifted, the clock has struck, and now everything begins. Let go of trying to explain to others what's happening. They might not understand, they don't need to. This transformation is not a group announcement. It's a personal breakthrough. You are becoming quietly, powerfully, divinely, and that is more than enough. This isn't a small upgrade. It's a complete metamorphosis. It's an emergence. It's sacred. And that's why it had to happen in silence first. But not anymore. Friday marks the shift. Friday marks the release. Friday marks the becoming. Your posture will change. Your mindset will upgrade. Your eyes will see with new clarity. The words you speak will carry weight. And everything about your energy will declare something is different because it is. You are finally. Welcome to your breakthrough. Welcome to your miracle season. Welcome to the you that was always waiting to emerge. There is a frequency that only the evolved version of you can hear, a whisper that only the renewed you can detect. And now you're tuned in. The static is gone. The confusion that once wrapped itself around your thoughts like fog is clearing. You can finally hear the divine rhythm, the cadence of destiny beating in the background of your life. It's been there all along. But only now are you aligned enough to follow it without fear. Chosen one. This is not the season to second guesses what you're hearing in your soul. This is the season to move with full spiritual authority. The new you doesn't ask the same questions. You're not asking, will it happen? You're asking, how can I carry it with grace? You're not wondering if you're worthy. You're preparing for the weight of the responsibility that's coming with your reward. Because that's what this Friday activates, the responsibility of miracles, the stewardship of blessings. You're about to be entrusted with the things you once only dreamed of. But you must understand this new level will require a new rhythm, a new structure. The chaos that once surrounded you will no longer be compatible with your energy. The clutter, emotional, mental, even environmental, will begin to irritate you. That's not moodiness. That's discernment. The new you is being wired for clarity, simplicity, peace. Anything that doesn't contribute to your focus will naturally fall away. Let it. Don't resist what is leaving. Don't chase what is detaching. Your future is calling louder now, and everything that's not part of it is being rerouted. You won't need to force anything. You won't need to manipulate outcomes. You won't even need to defend yourself. Divine timing is your protection. Divine alignment is your explanation. You've outgrown arguments. You've outgrown chaos. You've outgrown being misunderstood by people who don't even understand themselves. This Friday, you officially stop shrinking to be palatable. You stop bending to be accepted. You stop dimming to survive. This is your liberation day. Spiritually, emotionally, energetically, you're done wearing the costume of your past self. You're done rehearsing the same survival patterns. You're stepping into truth, unapologetic, radiant truth. This is who you are now. And who you are now is magnetic, whole, and profoundly chosen. Don't be alarmed if you start attracting things rapidly. That's what happens when you operate in wholeness. Wholeness is magnetic. When you're not fragmented by fear or distracted by doubt, your field becomes radiant. You emit power without trying. Your presence shifts the atmosphere, and the right people, opportunities, and even resources will find you. Not because you're chasing them, but because you're finally still enough to receive them. Receiving is not weakness. Receiving is divine readiness. And you are ready now. Get ready for deep internal confirmations. They will come in waves. A thought that feels alive. A dream that feels more like a download than a fantasy. A gut instinct that refuses to be ignored. That's your soul signaling you it's time. Time to respond. Time to show up. Time to stop playing small when you were born for magnitude. Chosen one. You're not just stepping into blessings. You are becoming a living, breathing blessing to others. Your energy will shift rooms. Your words will carry healing. Your journey will ignite others. This isn't just for you. You are now the vessel. The new you isn't selfish. It's sacred. You know too much now. You've walked through fire and emerged with wisdom that must be shared. You'll find yourself speaking differently, not out of ego, but out of clarity. You'll pause before you speak, not from fear, but from depth. You'll recognize that your voice is powerful, and your silence is even more powerful. You will learn that presence can preach louder than paragraphs, that peace can shout louder than noise. This is the version of you that understands how to protect your energy. You won't entertain chaos anymore. You won't explain yourself to the confused. You won't waste words on people committed to misunderstanding you. Why? Because you finally understand that your life speaks for itself. You've stepped into the miracle frequency. Now the new you can feel when something is off. You can sense when something is about to shift. You can intuitively detect when a blessing is approaching. That sensitivity, that's not weakness. It's a spiritual gift. Trust it. Use it. It will guide you through this next elevation. This Friday will not just bless your life, it will calibrate your future. It's the beginning of a multi-phase divine launch. Phase 1, alignment. That's where you are now. Things will start making sense. Things you couldn't explain before will suddenly feel like puzzle pieces clicking into place. You'll understand why you were delayed, why you were denied, why you were diverted. Every moment of confusion was preparation for your clarity. Next comes phase 2, activation. Your gifts will sharpen. Your confidence will expand. Ideas will pour into your mind like electricity. You'll feel energized, not drained, purposeful, not pressured. You'll want to move, not because you're chasing validation, but because the energy of momentum will carry you forward. You'll feel like you've tapped into a higher dimension of being. And then phase 3, acceleration. That's when things get wild in a beautiful way. The people who once ignored you will now be drawn to you. The doors that stayed shut will now swing open effortlessly. The no you received in a past season will now turn into a yes that surprises even you. but you won't be shocked because the new you knew this was coming all along. It's not arrogance, it's confirmation. Chosen one, I hope you're ready to be surprised by the pace of your transformation. You won't recognize your own life in a few months. And not because it will be unrecognizable in pain, but because it will be unrecognizable in blessing, in clarity, in peace. This is the miracle of becoming. And it begins Friday. You're going to feel something rise in you that you've never felt before. A quiet authority, a calm fire, a joyful boldness. And you'll know, this is me now. You won't need to prove it to anyone. You'll just walk in it, breathe in it, move in it. Let Friday come. Let the shift happen. Don't resist the new. Don't mourn what's exiting. What's leaving is making room for what's divine. And what's divine is coming with force. The kind of force that lifts you, holds you, and delivers you into destiny. Chosen one. This moment is more than personal. It is prophetic. There are specific coordinates in time that heaven sets apart. Sacred days, appointed hours, divine markers in a timeline that look ordinary to the world, but to the spirit, they vibrate like thunder. This Friday is one of those days. It may look like a regular 24 hours to everyone else, but to you, it is the birthing of a new destiny. It is the moment when time bows to purpose. This is what you've been sensing even when you didn't have the words. The butterflies in your spirit, the tears without reason, the moments of silence that felt louder than noise. Something inside you has been signaling. Prepare. Something's about to break open. And now the hour is upon you. You didn't mishear it. You didn't imagine it. This is your release day. This is when the walls come down and the wings come out. What's happening in you now is irreversible. You're not going back to who you were, not emotionally, not spiritually, not mentally. The veil has lifted. The cycle has ended. The spiritual contract with your old self has been terminated. You've graduated, and now the system of heaven is handing you your next assignment, your next level. You have been authorized to rise. Expect to see things differently. Conversations will no longer hit the same. Gossip will repel you. Empty talk will bore you. What used to amuse you will now seem hollow. That's not you acting better. That's spiritual maturity settling into your bones. You don't crave distraction anymore. You crave depth. You don't need noise. You need nourishment. This is how you know the new you is no longer a future version. It is your current self waking up. Chosen one. Don't be surprised if the people around you start revealing themselves. Not everyone will rise with you, and that's okay. Some were only assigned to the version of you that you've now outgrown. Let them go with grace. Let them fade without guilt. You're not bitter. You're elevated. And elevation naturally exposes who cannot breathe the air at your new level. Your energy will become rare. Your time will become sacred. Your boundaries will become non-negotiable. That is not arrogance. That is alignment. The new you is learning how to protect what's precious, and nothing is more precious than your peace. You fought too hard for it. You bled spiritually to protect it, and now you walk with it like armor. The miracles that are aligning for you are time sensitive. Some of them are already en route. Some of them are scheduled to collide with your faith. But hear this. You must be ready to receive. Miracles don't chase chaos. They settle where there is space. So begin clearing space in your life. Mentally, emotionally, even physically. Make room for the new. You don't need to know all the details. Just make the space and watch what rushes in to fill it. Chosen one. Part of the miracle is in your stillness. The new you doesn't need to hustle your way into the blessing. The old you chased. the new you attracts, the old you strived, the new you aligns, and alignment always brings the blessing faster than effort ever could. This Friday, your energy will speak louder than your resume. Your presence will open more doors than your plans. Your peace will draw more opportunities than your pressure ever did. You are becoming the evidence of what happens when someone doesn't quit. You are the proof of what it looks like when favor finds the faithful. Your life is about to speak volumes without explanation. You won't need to clap back. You won't need to defend your path. You'll be too busy walking through open doors that were made just for you. Doors no one can shut. Paths no one else can walk. Miracles that carry your name. The shift is spiritual first, but it will manifest physically. The glow on your face will change. The sharpness in your eyes will return. The posture of your body will speak confidence. Even your words will sound different. You'll be more direct, more focused, more honest with yourself and with others. That's the new you taking the wheel. This Friday, prepare for sudden realization. You'll wake up and finally understand why certain people had to exit, why certain things never worked out, why the delay had to be long. It all had to hold off because this new you would never have settled for what the old you was begging for. Your standards are divine now. Your expectations are rooted in abundance. You don't settle anymore. You soar. And here's the part that will surprise you. The new you doesn't have to scream for the spotlight. You'll walk into rooms and people will feel you before they even see you. They'll turn, they'll pause, they'll notice something different. That's the supernatural oil over your life. That's what being chosen feels like. You'll no longer walk into places trying to blend in. You'll walk in and shift the atmosphere. You are now the atmosphere. You are the change agent. You are the signal that the room is about to shift. And when you move, things around you move too. The new you carries a gravity, a pull, a presence that can't be taught, only granted. And you've been granted it. You'll be able to hear clearer now, discern faster, speak with authority, rest without guilt, move without overthinking. The anxiety that once followed you will lose its grip. The overthinking that once paralyzed you will quiet down. You are not haunted by uncertainty anymore. You are fueled by clarity. This is your rebirth. This is what it means to be transformed. And the beautiful thing is, you didn't have to force it. You allowed it. You surrendered to the divine process. You didn't skip the pain. You walked through it. And because of that, miracles are not just coming. They are chasing. You now, chosen one. The closer you get to the breakthrough, the quieter everything becomes. Have you noticed that the silence before the shift, the calm before the confirmation, the days before Friday are carrying a strange stillness? And that's how you know the moment is near. It's not emptiness. It's spiritual preparation. It's the universe holding its breath before everything changes. You may feel like you've been wrapped in a cocoon lately, pulled back, hidden, not seen. But hear this. You haven't been forgotten. You've been preserved. You weren't ignored. You were protected. Your name has been covered under divine timing. And now that cover is lifting. You're not rising late. You're rising at the exact time your spirit was meant to be revealed. And it all begins this Friday. This new you is being calibrated for purpose, not popularity. You weren't meant to fit in with everyone else. You weren't supposed to follow the crowd. Your story was handcrafted to stand out. Your path was designed to be different. It's the reason your journey has felt so lonely at times. Because pioneers don't walk in packs, they walk in faith. And you, chosen one, are being positioned to lead from a place of divine preparation. There is something about you that the world hasn't seen yet. Not fully, not in the way it's about to. There is a dimension of your identity that has been concealed, not because you're not ready, but because the timing wasn't. And this is what people won't understand. When your miracle shows up, they'll think it came out of nowhere, but you'll know better. You'll know that the waiting was part of the revealing. That silence was the echo chamber of becoming. Your soul is being introduced to its destiny. That's what this new you is about. This isn't just a shift in habits or mindset. This is a destiny download, a reintroduction of who you truly are without the filters of pain or the masks of survival. The version of you that's emerging has been kissed by the fire and washed in grace. You don't look like what you've been through. And soon, not even your surroundings will reflect the struggle it took to get here. Don't be surprised if the people from your past can't recognize the new you. They weren't meant to. Their vision is still calibrated to the version of you that tolerated pain, that accepted less, that stayed quiet. But that version no longer exists. You've updated, you've elevated, you've stepped into the light of who you really are. And here's the revelation. When you step into your true self, life rearranges itself to support you. Opportunities begin to flow. Resources begin to show up. People begin to feel drawn to you for reasons they can't explain. That's what divine alignment looks like. That's what this Friday will activate. A new you that matches the future you've been praying for. This next season will not feel like the last. You won't feel like you're constantly chasing clarity. It will be flowing to you. You won't have to battle for visibility. Your presence will speak louder than your words. You won't have to beg for support. Divine support will surround you. The ease that's coming will feel unreal at first because you're so used to surviving, but lean into it. It's your reward. The miracles that are about to find you are not ordinary. They are overdue blessings, restored inheritances, reversed verdicts, supernatural settlements in your favor. And it's not just one miracle, it's a chain reaction. One shift that leads to another. One door that opens 5 more. One divine yes that silences every previous no. But you must walk into this next level with sacred confidence. Don't look back. Don't revisit what broke you.